Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Hedera Hashgraph, aka HBAR, so sit back, relax, and before we fully jump on into this video, I do just want to ask guys to leave a like on this video. It does help the channel grow immensely, and of course, I always do greatly appreciate it. So with that being said, let's just dive in, let's talk about a few things. So first off, in terms of price action, similar to my XDC video, we've just been holding these lines pretty significantly. For an example, on Bitcoin, some altcoins have been doing some nice movement, but as you guys are probably all aware, yes, HBAR has been one that just kind of is left stranded at around roughly the 9 cent zone. We've just kind of been hovering here for a while between like 9 and 10 cents, but I will say this: I am still waiting for those nice lows to be printed on the chart. I said it a few days ago when I made my other HBAR video, but I was basically saying, if we do get down to my demand zone, which would be roughly the 3 to 4 cent zone, I would love that in terms of accumulation. And we don't have to go exactly down to like 3 cents. Even like 4.5 cents would be welcoming, or even like at around like roughly like 5 cents too. I would be accumulating HBAR heavily at around that level, but of course we don't need to even visit those lows. We're still sitting at this major demand zone going back as far as like the beginning of January. So yearly support basically holding strong on HBAR so far. But if we do have that major impulse on Bitcoin back down to like roughly like 26K, 27K, which a lot of people have been calling for, then we will see altcoins get absolutely decimated as Bitcoin dominance is sitting at almost 46% exact. So we are watching Bitcoin very, very closely here, but that's the short-term price action. If you want the long-term price action moves, obviously, yes, we are still very bullish. But with that being said, let's just dive in and let's talk about a few things that happened today. More so, we've seen an official announcement from Ledger. Finally, the latest coin to be added to Ledger Live is Hedera's native coin, HBAR. That's right, you can now send and receive HBAR and buy with MoonPay through Ledger Live desktop. Mobile support coming soon. I just quoted this actually earlier, and I said, that I'm going to be hodling my HBARs on my Ledger. For those individuals that do want to buy one, you could either use one, Ledger's official website, so ledger.com, or you could utilize my link that is still sent to the official Ledger website. It's just my affiliate link, meaning I get a certain percentage of the sale reimbursed back to me. So it's totally up to you guys. I do completely appreciate anybody who does utilize my affiliate link. Of course, that is down in the description below and in the comments below. I do believe that Ledger is the best option of storing your crypto because guess what? It is stored offline, which means it is basically extremely secure and it won't be able to be hacked. So I do completely trust Ledger. I have trusted Ledger for a very long time. Ever since buying, XRP, I've been storing my XRP on Ledger, as well as many other assets as well. So if you guys do want to get a Ledger, you guys are more than welcome to utilize my link. And I think that this is great as well. This has been a long time coming. We've been waiting for this. So I'm loving the fact that we officially are on Ledger. Now we have to just wait until we are on Coinbase. Now, in terms of Coinbase and in terms of marketing, things like that, we finally got more marketing happening. So we do see more Hedera marketing of HBAR. Love to see it. Great job. And yeah, we do see, number one, Hedera Hashgraph developer, build it fast, build it right. And this is on the Hedera developer link website. But in my opinion, I think that these campaigns are great. I just think that we need a lot more demand around the retail individual. Of course, this is great for developer needs and for, developing the ecosystem as well. I just want to see a lot more demand being pushed behind, Hedera itself. And a lot of companies do this fairly well. For example, like, we've always talked about Solana doing fairly good marketing and even Cardano and ADA. So to me, we're definitely lacking a little bit more in the marketing area, but I do appreciate what they have been doing in terms of paying for these nice campaigns that are being pushed apparently as well. So Very good on the Hedera marketing team for that. But also, we did see MAS partners the industry to pilot use cases in digital assets. The Monetary Authority of Singapore announced today the commencement of Project Guardian, a collaborative initiative with the financial industry that seeks to explore the economic potential and value of adding use case of asset tokenization. Now, I do want to say shout out to Coinman, the HBAR for this, but we do see I don't know if Hedera Hashgraph HBAR will be part of the technology stack for this pilot, but I do know that DBS Bank is a governing council member of Hedera, so it's certainly not beyond the realms of possibility. One of the stated aims of the Guardian pilot is to explore the use of public blockchains to build open, interoperable networks that enable digital assets to be traded across platforms and liquidity pools. This includes interoperability with existing financial infrastructure. Furthermore, the pilot aims to carry out secured borrowing and lending on a public blockchain-based network through execution of smart contracts. And DBS is pleased to lead the charge to explore potential digital assets and the use of DeFi concepts that will enhance efficiency and scalability in trading, clearing, and settlement, developed on public blockchains to advance the scale institutional and financial applications. Digital market infrastructure operator MarketNode speak of their excitement to leverage institutional-grade DeFi protocols and tokenization technologies and want to address high intermediation cost and transaction inefficiencies. Suffice, to say Hedera should be considered. And honestly, yes, I do think that we should definitely be crossing our fingers. It does make sense. I mean, Hedera has been making steps into the DeFi space, so it could very well include Hedera in this, but it's hard to say right now. And, I don't feel comfortable speculating too much on this, but I definitely do think that it is something pretty significant when we talk about things happening around, first off, a lot of these areas within one, regulatory, circumstances, but also blockchain adoption and use cases as well. In fact, we did see Fidelity plans to hire 110 blockchain experts by year end as it expands beyond Bitcoin-related services. And this is great because it's beyond Bitcoin-related services. So we're going to see a lot more expansions into other assets and other asset use cases as well. So I love to see that. But also, we did see Bank of America CEO. We have hundreds of blockchain patents, but regulators don't allow us to use it. This is the area that we are basically focused on right now. There is a ton of demand around crypto and digital assets, but regulations are definitely holding out the large amounts of money, just waiting on the sidelines to truly, truly work within this space and allow for more use cases to be seen through crypto. Yesterday, I tweeted out a tweet and I said, it was something along the lines of like, crypto's barely even scratched the surface in terms of its use cases. And this is it, right? I said crypto hasn't even started to be realized for its true potential. And I truly do believe that this is the case. I think that when we talk about things happening around crypto right now, I think that we are extremely early in this space. I think that regulations definitely are holding out the large amount of money that wants to enter in on this space and truly make some solid use cases around the financial sector, but also even outside of the financial sector too. Regulations are stifling innovation of crypto. And I definitely do think that we should definitely be paying attention to that area. Now, also, if you guys missed it, Ethereum's Ropstein, testnet successfully launched its beacon chain. The merge is expected on June 8th. I find this funny that we're still excited about things like this, right? Upgrading Ethereum to the POS system, if you will. I just think that this is funny. I think that as we are really kind of paying attention to things happening around, these things within, Ethereum and, celebrating and, hyping up basically Ethereum to upgrade its system so that it's actually being utilized properly and it can be utilized properly. It's just funny to me. We have these assets in the space that are scalable, that are extremely secure, transparent. I mean, you guys could see the issue right now within this market, right? We're still continuously trying to build out, these giant names in the space and try to make them more viable because, of course, the initial launch of these networks were not viable for, of course, the demand. I think that it's great to see the fact that demand has grown to the point where these networks do need to upgrade, but I just think it's funny that we are continuously supporting these networks that are essentially, again, not viable, right, for the demand. So again, I choose these other assets like HBAR, XRP, etc., that are here that have networks that are scalable that could allow for mass adoption. Do I still hold some, for example, Ethereum? Yeah, 100%. I utilize Ethereum whenever I am, transacting on OpenSea and stuff, but I'm not hodling Ethereum and buying Ethereum to, be an investor. That's just not me. And I've shared my thoughts on that as well multiple times. Now, I do want to talk to you guys about one last thing before I do fully wrap this video up, and that is Neuron innovation. So, Neuron has essentially updated their entire website and things like that, but we actually did see Danny Ide basically talking about Neuron World a little bit. He's basically saying joining 11 SMEs for a 6-month accelerator program, etc. And we actually seen them respond saying, we will have an even bigger announcement later this year. It will make you higher than helium. Leave some space in your attic. And yeah, I think that this is awesome. I think that when we talk about what Neuron has been doing, I've been a major follower of this use case for a very long time, simply because I believe that Neuron is going to have some very, very large use cases involved in it. And I also think that this is going to unlock a lot of use cases in the real world as well, in terms of, for an example, drone deliveries and things like that. I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a video that got released of an Amazon drone delivering packages. And ever since then, I've just been trying to think about, like, how are we going to get to that point? Because there's a ton of things that will obstruct the air zones. Well, Neuron's basically doing that, right? They're basically building out a system where we will be able to see drone deliveries. We will see, air taxis and things like that. I mean, it's honestly incredible, to say the least, on what they are trying to do. They also have this meta drone too. In fact, just to kind of read here a few, the Future Flight Challenge by UKRI News is a 125 million pound fund to develop greener ways to fly, such as an all-electric aircraft that delivers deliveries by drone. And by advancing electric and autonomous flight technologies. The investment is matched by another 175 million pounds from the industry. And then we also do see down here, discussing the opportunities 5G presents for rural communities and the barriers to overcome to make advanced technology a reality across Scotland. The Metadrone solution compromises a shuttle delivery service using small drones for lightweight medical supplies between hospitals, GP surgeries, and pharmacies. Medical practitioners can send a small item, or small items in general, such as time-critical medicines and tests. And I think that this is great, because think about it like this, right? You have a lot of, old folks that need medicine, and they don't want to leave their house, or they don't want to, have somebody drive them to the doctors, or somebody has to go and drive to the doctors and grab their medicines and, deliver it to them. Imagine if, as an elderly person, I could call the pharmacy and say, hey, can I get this delivered to my house? And they could fly out that medicine the same day through a drone service. That is exactly what we are watching for happen with Neuron. Neuron essentially will be that name behind drone deliveries and things like that. And that's going to be huge in terms of a use case, because it's all built on Hedera. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, up to you all, have a beautiful day or beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.